Hi, my name is Celine Gareau-Brennan, pronouns she, her, hers, and I am a business librarian at the Cameron Sciences, Engineering, and Business Library. I am joined today with my colleague.
Hi, my name is Heather McMullen. I use the pronouns she, her, and hers, and I am a library graduate student, and I'm working with Celine for the fall 2021 term.
This is the first of two short videos for Biz 301 for the semesters of fall 2021 and winter 2022. If you have any questions about these videos, do not hesitate to reach out to us. All contact information will be included on the last slide. Your professor, Michelle Height, will also receive a PDF version of these slides that she will share with you. Now, in all the presentations we do, we hope to save you time and money with your research. More specifically, by the end of these videos, we aim to make sure you know where and how to find the information on companies, so supplementary research for your business communication final report with proposal, know where and how to find the information on the industry and trends, so once again, supplementary research for your business communication final report and proposal, know where and how to find other career resources, as well as citation tools for your reference. So in order to accomplish these goals, these two videos will see the following: an introduction to the University of Alberta Library, general search tips, company research, industry research, career resources, and citation resources. In this video, we will cover the introduction to the UofA Library and general search tips. So we are going to get started with an introduction to the library and what to expect. So the library offers services, resources, and spaces for you to use. In terms of services, we have our service desks in our physical libraries. We also offer virtual or in-person consultations with staff such as myself or Heather for in-depth reference questions. So this is one-on-one help finding resources for your assignments. We also offer chat, text, email services for shorter questions, as well as online workshops and teaching sessions such as this one. In terms of resources, with your CCID and password, you have access to all of our online resources. And here at the U of A, we have the largest collection of business databases in Canada. Although most of the information for business is virtual, with your One Card, you can also check out books at our physical locations. And we have so much business information that you can access in different ways. And so to help you navigate this information, we have video tutorials and subject guides. In terms of spaces, I work out of the Cameron Library for Science, Technology, and Business, and you can use this space or any of our other library spaces on campus where you can find computing and study spaces in addition to our physical collections.
Now that we have seen a general intro to the library, we're going to move on to talking about general search tips. So to find supplementary research for your business communication final report with proposal, we recommend to you the following 5 steps. So first, you need to pick your company or industry. Next, if you've chosen a company, you need to determine whether or not it is public or private using a CDAR database or the company website. Next, you want to look for company and industry information. You can look on Google, check out the company's website, look for newspaper headlines and online business sites. Also, check out library databases for articles and check out the social media as well. Fourth, you want to look for career resources, including resumes, cover letters, interview skills, etc. Finally, we want to remind you to make sure that you are correctly citing your material and keeping track of your citation information so that you can put it together into your reference list. Now, for this work, you're definitely going to be using the internet, but we want to make sure that in your internet usage, you're using smart strategies for searching so you can save your efforts. And it really helps to understand, like we're going to talk about the pros and cons of using the internet as compared to, for example, the library's resources. So some pros for using the internet is it is a great jumping off point. It's definitely convenient. You can search it from anywhere. And yes, it has so much information. A really nice thing about internet resources is the multimedia component that you'll find there. And finally, websites are often kept up to date. So if you're looking for the most current information, that's a good place to check. But remember, there are some significant cons. There is no one overriding system to organize all that information. Remember that anyone can publish a website. Websites can disappear. Did you know, for example, that the average lifespan of a web page is actually 100 days? You need to beware of fake news. And finally, it can be frustrating that you'll get different search results in different search engines because each one uses a slightly different algorithm. So in using the internet rather than the library, we would encourage you to be careful of misleading information and to take the time to evaluate a website and article that you might be exploring. So here are some basic questions to ask yourself about a website. First, who provides the site? Second, what kind of authority do those who provide the website have? Next, what is the goal of the author or the provider? And finally, what is the reliability of this information? Another issue with using the internet is it can be easy to get overwhelmed by the amount of information. For example, if I've chosen the company TELUS and I just type TELUS into Google, I will get over 17 million results. So we've talked about why and how to use the internet in a smart way. So now let's talk about the U of A Library resources that you may find helpful. Remember, we have the largest collection of business databases in Canada, and we also have the second best collection in all of North America. So let's start with some reasons why you might want to use these resources. So first, it does have an organizational system for all of our information. We offer you free access as a student or as a staff member. You can access print and electronic resources, including databases, ebooks, e-journals, etc. You can access the library website from home with your CCID. The information you'll find has been reviewed, so you've got some quality control here. And we provide copyrighted information. Now, remember that a lot of the information that you get from the library would cost you something if you were accessing it elsewhere, such as company, market, and industry reports that could be hundreds of dollars each. You have access to those for free as a student. And it includes useful information such as journal articles, company, market, and industry research with reports and profiles. You get statistics, analyst reports, financials, and today's and yesterday's news. Now, a big advantage to using the library is that it already scopes your research so that you get fewer results. For example, if I use the general article search right there on the home page, and I try looking up TELUS, this time I'm going to get 24,000 results instead of the 17 million that I saw on Google. So 24,000 results is still a lot. It's too many to work with. So we have resources to organize the business information for you. These resources are usually called subject guides. Now, the fastest way to access business information is go to our homepage and select subject guides right at the top there. And subject guides are a way that we as librarians help guide you to the information you need in specific fields, even for specific classes. So we have a subject guide for Biz 301, and I'm going to show you how to find it. So you're going to go to subject guides on the home page, and then you'll just click on the business section there. And that will take you to the list of business guides, and there is Biz 301 right there. Now, in the next video, we're going to cover places to look for specific information. But before even starting looking, it helps to know if you're dealing with a public or a private company. This is because the amount of information you're going to find on a specific company will vary greatly depending on if it's public or private. Public companies are much easier to research because they are legally required to make public certain information. So public companies, they issue stocks for purchase. They are traded on the stock exchange. So because of this, they have to disclose some financial, strategic, and operational information, whereas private companies are not required to disclose this information. So to find out if a company is public or private, first, we recommend looking for annual reports. For companies that are on the US stock exchange, you're going to use the database EDGAR. And for companies on the Canada Stock Exchange, you're going to search in CEDAR. If these companies are public, then the annual reports will be available in those databases. We would also recommend looking at the company's website. You're going to be searching for any mention of accountability to shareholders. So if they do refer to that, then they're probably public. But you also are going to look for pages on their website, such as investor relations, about us, and the company page.
This concludes our first video for Biz 301. In the second video, we will be specifically looking at how to effectively use our library resources for company information, industry research, career resources, and citation resources. If you are still stuck or have more questions, please contact us at the library. I have listed some ways you can get in touch with us here, such as library chat with real people, tutorials that we have for specific databases, texting us, emailing us, booking a consultation with a librarian such as myself or Heather, visiting us at a library, or drop in for office hours Tuesdays 12 to 2 in office 4-22 in the business building. All this information can also be found on our website under the Ask Us tab on the right-hand side of the homepage. And on that note, thank you so much for listening. We wish you best of luck on your project, and we will see you in video number 2.